Hey everyone, for this fortnight's video I really want to talk about how I've been traveling and working through Europe. So I've put together a collection of all the videos that I've made whilst traveling. I currently do not have a voice, so I'm going to not talk any longer, but check out some of the things that I've learnt along my journey. Hey everyone, for those who don't know me, my name is Mariah and I am the founder of Content Queen. I just want to jump on and say hi. I've been on LinkedIn for quite a few years now. I've never actually done a video, but I just want to let you know that I'm going to be going to Europe as of tomorrow, and I just want to take you through a bit of a journey of how I managed to freelance while I'm traveling to 14 different countries and the things that I learn as an aspiring writer and freelancer. So if you have any questions, please connect with me, ask me anything. And just come on the journey to Europe with me. Hey everyone, I'm currently traveling to Europe and we're at Dubai airport. I just want to jump on and talk about my background story and why I started Content Queen. So I pretty much did my degree in public relations and journalism, and I started my blog in 2014 just based on traveling after I traveled in 2013. And from there, my passion for writing really grew. Obviously got my full-time job in 2016 where I write daily. And then in 2017, I started freelancing, and that was just to get a bit more experience writing and to really develop my skills. And I just really loved doing that, working for different people and just helping others, share their messages. And then at the start of this year, I really wanted to start a side hustle, and I was thinking about how I could work on my blog and my podcast. And then it came to me that I could actually use my writing skills to be a freelancer. So now I'm freelancing. I currently have 4 permanent clients that I work for, as well as working full time. And I will be doing work for them while I'm away, but also I'm just trying to gain more clients as I go and help other freelancers and aspiring writers to grow their own side hustles or businesses being a full-time writer. So that's pretty much, I'm getting filmed right now, filming myself at the airport. So that's pretty much my background story. So I always loved writing when I was younger, and I've just developed that. I wanted to be a journo when I was in year 9. So that's a bit more about me. Currently about to head on a 6-hour flight to Rome with a stopover for another 8 hours before we head to Croatia. All right, bye guys. Hello LinkedIn friends, up to 30 hours of travel. So I wanted to talk about how to get the most out of a plane ride when you are a business owner, side hustler, writer, whatever you are, freelancer especially. What I love about a plane ride is you don't have anywhere to be or anything to do for that whole journey. Obviously you have an end destination, but what I found is I got so much work done. Pretty much all I did was write down the things that I wanted to achieve and just set out times for each. And I got a lot of social media posts done. I did a bit of writing, some blog articles and blog posts. So I got so much done on that journey, and it was just so nice because I didn't have to, had no emails to answer, my phone wasn't going off at all, so it just makes it so much easier to just be in the moment and get so much work done. You'll be amazed at what you can write when you're on a plane and there's not really many interruptions or distractions apart from the food. So now we're in Rome, we have a stopover here. We paid 30 Australian dollars for a shower, and we didn't have a hotel booked, so we're just camping out at the airport, which will give me more opportunity to do more work. So I think in travel, when you've got time out, whether it's on a bus or on a train or on an airplane, most of the time you don't have a lot distracting you, so it gives you a lot of opportunities to write, especially to write. Headphones in and away you go. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey LinkedIn, saying hello from Croatia. I just want to jump on quickly and talk about time management whilst traveling. So as you know, I said in my last video how easy it was to work on the plane, but I have a strategy for that. So that is using batching my time. So what I would do is I'd set a timer on my phone or my watch for 25 minutes, and I'd work on the task that I wanted to complete. once that 25 minutes was up, I would stop and I would move on to the next thing. And then eventually I would come back to it to finish it. But I feel like it really helped me stay focused because I knew I had only 25 minutes to do it. And I found I got a lot more done and a lot more writing done. So that's a really good tip for writers out there. Currently really enjoying the break. It is so beautiful and so warm here, but I will talk to you soon. Hi LinkedIn, back again in Croatia. Just sailing, and it's actually really beautiful, but I just wanted to quickly jump on and talk about my purpose and my mission for starting Content Queen. So I remember I was driving in the car listening to a podcast, and on the podcast it talked about having a purpose, and I thought, what was my purpose? And I know, like, doing journalism and studying journalism and working in PR and communications, I really like informing and educating. So that's when I decided that my purpose would be to inform and educate. And I did this through my blogs and my podcast, but then I wanted to go a little bit deeper. So that's when I wanted to help other businesses to inform and educate through their writing. And then I moved into now where I want to help freelancers and writers. So informing and educating them so that they can live their most ideal lifestyle, whether that's being a full-time writer. So anyway, that's just a little bit more about my mission and purpose. Keep tuning in, and I'll talk about some of the lessons that I've learned whilst working on the road. I've had a little bit of time off. Like, I haven't done anything at all, like not even logged onto my computer, just because it's a lot harder on the boat. But if you add me on Instagram at contentqueen_Mariah, you can see a little bit more into the adventures and why it's can't really do a lot of work because it's a very small space. Alright, I'll talk to you soon. Hey everyone, another day in paradise in Croatia. I just wanted to jump on and talk to you about time zones, because obviously that is one of the things that as an online business owner you really need to consider when working with clients. So just wanted to share a few tips with you on how I work to time zones, and you know, when you've got due dates and stuff, like how you actually schedule in your time. So I will use, go onto Google and you just can do time converter, where you can set in the time that something might be due or the time you're scheduling a call with someone, and it'll come up with, if you've got your destination and then your client's location, you can then go on and just see what time. Obviously it'll be in their side of the world compared to yours, so it's really easy to navigate the times. And then when you're traveling, your calendar will update as well to your time zone on your phone, so it makes it really easy. Also, if you need to quickly check time zones, you've got your phone, the world clock, just add in where your clients are into your clock list, and then it'll just be really easy to, you know, be able to see what time they're at any time of the day when you need to contact them or talk to them. So at the moment, I've had a couple of days off working because it was the weekend as well, but you know, just settling into the traveling and the time differences as well. And yeah, what I'll be doing is when I'm returning emails, obviously you got to allow for time because of the time zone. So if you need urgent things, just keep that in mind when you're working with clients online with different time zones. So yeah, that's just a simple way of how I make sure that I've got things on time, correct to my client's time instead of just my own. So yeah, just little simple things that you can add on your phone and use the internet to set it up. So you might even just have that as a bookmark of all the time zones of your clients. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey everyone, so we're now in the beautiful Hvar. Couple of days into the sail, and one of the key things that I've now learned about living a laptop lifestyle for the 6 weeks is definitely have some downtime, especially when to begin with, because you've got a lot of things to think about, different time zones, exploring a new area, so it's super important to make sure that you have a break. Today was the first day that I actually have done work since I've got here, and the thing is, because you don't have to worry about like responsibilities when you're traveling, you know, you go out for meals most of the time or whatever, you pretty much just can get work done in a really short amount of time, so you're not stressing about getting everything else done in your life. So even like 3 or 4 hours, you can pop out so much more work because there's so many less distractions. So definitely Downtime was a key learner for me in these last few days. All right, bye. Hey everyone, I'm still currently traveling Croatia on a sail. Yes, I have partially lost my voice, but today I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about being a travel writer. So obviously I started my blog in 2014 when I come back from Thailand, and from then on I've just been documenting all my travels, where I go and what I do. So I just wanted to help you guys, if you wanted to get started in travel writing, what you need to do whilst you're on the road. So one of the main things is you always want to be documenting your journey as you go. So you want to write as much as you can while you're away, because you're going to remember those things a little bit more clearly as you're going. One of the things I did when I was in Vietnam is I had my notes on my phone, and every time we were on a tour or our guide would say something, I would write it down in my phone, just a little bit of a spiel or even just a reminder for myself, so that when I was writing I could fact check on Google. I could write obviously on that topic, whether it was like a history lesson or something that we learned about. I would always do that. Also, when I'm writing, what I would do is I would hyperlink to places that I've booked or the things that I've done, so that if people are reading my blog and are really interested in doing what I've done, they can then click on some links and book it themselves. So I think that's really important, because you want to be a resource hub when you are traveling and writing on travel, because essentially people are coming to you for information, but they want to dig that a little bit further. So if you're putting those links in, it really goes a long way to helping. Also, you want to make sure your pictures are amazing, so you're inspiring people. And you can also post them on your social media to not only promote your blogs, but to promote where you've been. You can use stories on Instagram also to document as you go, so it's a little bit more of a live feed. And you can microblog on Instagram as well, so that it's a little bit more of an updated journey as you go, and then your blog can obviously summarize it in a bit more detail. Then you have your platform where you post to. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later on my journeys. But really, at the end of the day, it's about telling your story and your travels. Don't be afraid to put some personal things in there, maybe some things that went wrong or some funny stories that makes it a little bit more interesting, engaging and relatable. Make sure you have subheadings throughout your piece of content, so if people are looking for certain places or certain things, they can find them really easily. But really what it's about is just getting out there, recording what you're doing as you're going, and just writing in the moment, so you've got those raw emotions and all those feelings. And if you've got a platform to post to, you know, you can then from the get-go start posting, get it out there, promote it on socials. It's really a lot of fun. I love writing about my travels and inspiring people to do what I've done. So that's really about all. If you are interested in becoming a travel blogger, I have a coaching program, so stay tuned in October for when I launch that. But if you need help getting started and, you know, finding out all the techniques of becoming a good travel writer and the things that you need to do, please send me a message and then I can let you know when my program starts. But apart from that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Hello LinkedIn again. I guess it's officially the weekend for everyone on Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'm currently now in Dubrovnik finishing my sail. Hopefully my voice comes back in the next couple of days. But I just wanted to jump on and talk about burnout and how to avoid being burnt out, whether you are writing as a side hustle and working full-time, whether you're a full-time writer trying to get your deadline done. Burnout is massive, and sometimes it can be make or break between whether you continue doing something or whether you stop it. So I always finding a hobby that is aside from what you do, as whether it's your side hustle or writing. So that could be reading, exercise. Just make sure you have that one hobby that'll really help you get through. So when you are feeling a bit drained, you need a break, you can go and do that hobby. For me, it's definitely reading. And definitely exercise. It's a massive one for me. So yeah, just you always want to make sure you're going to avoid burnout, because like I said, you're not going to get done what you want, whether that is towards a travel blog you want to start, whether that's freelancing you want to do, any form of side hustle you want to create. You need to make sure you're always having a break. To avoid a burnout while I've been traveling, obviously I have a lot of breaks during the day. I don't have to work my full-time job at the moment, so it's making it a little bit easier to have a bit of a break. But yeah, whether that's your side hustling and you have Sundays off just to do what you need to do to have a break, or whether that's for me when I was back home, Thursday nights were my night to have a break. Obviously I'd have a breaks over the weekend, but Thursday night was when I'd come home from work. That was no work. That meant maybe a movie on the couch with my housemates, whether that was dinner out in the city. But yeah, I always made sure I just had that little break during the week so that I could get myself through and not feel bad about it either. We all need breaks. We can't expect ourselves to be working full time, side hustling pretty much full time. Whether you're writing a book full time, you can't expect yourself to just do that and that's it. So always schedule in breaks. Hey everyone, so I'm finally finished on the sail and finally have a decent shower and decent bathroom, so that's a big win. But I just wanted to jump on and talk to you guys about finding Wi-Fi and internet, because obviously that can be really hard whilst you're traveling. Hot tip, you've always got Starbucks and McDonald's. It's always going to find you really good Wi-Fi. Probably Australia has the worst Wi-Fi network ever, so anywhere else you're traveling you'll probably find that you can connect to Wi-Fi a lot easier, but depends where you're staying. A lot of places obviously will offer you free Wi-Fi, but you can't always guarantee that that's going to get you places all the time, so you definitely have to buy a SIM so you can connect and be on the go, always on your phone. Today we tried to find a SIM, but it was a little bit challenging, so we'll try and find one tomorrow. But if you are traveling Europe, you've just got to make sure that the SIM will work in all of the countries that you're traveling in, not just the one you're currently in when you buy it. So if you're just going to go off Wi-Fi, you can't always rely on places to have a steady network. So definitely make sure you have a good plan when it comes to internet and roaming before you leave or when you get there, because it'll make such a difference.